Hey guys, coming to you this week from Victoria Esplanade in Palmerston North for our Come Follow Me study insights. Told you I'd be travelling. Hoping to get some of these in before the rain starts. As you can tell, the sky's a bit grey. It's not going to rain hard out, it's going to be showery, but still, I don't want to get wet. It's pretty cold. Got the longer sleeves and I'm in the rose garden part. It's just stunning. It's simply beautiful. So I'm going to take some photos of the rose gardens. I can give you a quick I don't know if you can see a little bit there. There's a nice little water featurey thing there, and yeah, kind of pretty. There's lots and lots of different roses for me to go and photograph, so I'm going to do that after I do these. But this is important. I need to get this done first. Do the work first and then go and enjoy your hobby. Alright, so we're in sections 41 to 44 this week. And these are commonly entitled sort of like, this is where the law is given. And I like David Butler when he was talking about, when we hear the word law, we think of something that's restrictive and cold and domineering and you have to do it. And like a lot of us sort of, when we hear like, oh, it's the law, we're just like, ugh, And so to look at when they say the law here, because you remember we're looking through our 1830 glasses, and they needed this. They were a new church. They needed something that was black and white, that told them exactly what they had to do. They were coming from different churches into this Ohio where they've gathered, and there's different ways of doing things. There's the question of who receives revelation for the church comes up again, because some of these people don't know that yet, and it's reiterated again. So when you think of the law, though, because they were given this law, they needed those kind of hard and fast, like just that, do that, don't do that, and it's that simple. And we know that we've progressed a bit these days. We're 2021, we're kind of progressed a little, some of us a lot. We don't really have those rules anymore. We have, obviously don't go kill someone, but there's a lot more to it. We live a higher law of following Christ, and everything else just falls into place. And that's what we need to focus on, is following Jesus Christ, doing what he would have us do, and you need to pray for that and get that yourself. And if you can do that and work on that, everything else just takes care of itself. So in these chapters, when they're talking of the law, think of it more as Jesus Christ. So even replace the words Jesus Christ, because that's going to help you feel a lot happier and warmer towards what the words are, because they are for our protection. They are road rules to keep us safe. It's not a list of, you gotta, if you tick these things, you're not getting into heaven. It's nothing like that. But that's what these people were thinking. So he needed to sort of re-educate them. Alright, so that's my little ramble on those sections. So we're just going to go to, oh gosh, my pages are moving. Right, we're going to go to verses 11 and 12 of section 41, and they read, "And this because his heart is pure before me, for he is like unto Nathanael of old, in whom there is no guile. These words are given unto you, and they are pure before me. Wherefore, beware how you hold them, for they are to be answered upon your souls, even in the day of judgment. Even so, Amen." So this is Edward Partridge being called to be a bishop. Now he's actually an elder, as in a 70. That's his kind of call. Before that, it's more than a bishop. It's like a super bishop. But his title is bishop, and he is the first bishop that our restored church has. Because, you go and read his story. His story is amazing. He's just heart of gold, that man. A beautiful, beautiful story about Edward Partridge, and you can read that in Revelations in Context. There's also information in the actual Come Follow Me stuff this week on him. I'm sure Wikipedia's got a wonderful page too, but that's up to you if you want to go looking on the internet. However, he tells not only Edward here, but all of us to hold those words. So, how do you hold the words of the Lord? How do you hold them? Are you holding them like a sieve where they just fall through your fingers? Are you holding them close to your heart? And I'm getting rained on, so let's wrap this up. But it's listening better to him and hearing him. Take seriously and treasure the Lord's words. They are for education, protection, warning of danger, and are always given because he loves us. Always, every time they are given because he loves us. Hear him isn't just a catchy trend, the hashtag hear him. It is a reminder to hold his words and treasure them. Now, W. Christopher Waddell, he's a second counsellor in our current presiding bishopric. So if we're going to have a quote on a bishop, what better than our presiding bishopric? He said, "The peace we all seek requires more than a desire. It requires us to act by learning of him, by listening to his words, and by walking with him." And that's what the law is. If you're going to keep the law, that's what it is. It's learning of him, walking with him, and holding those words. So we're going to talk more about holding those words of the Lord and how that feels for you and looks for you. But I'm going to find somewhere that's not in the rain. There's a pretty gazebo over there, so maybe I'll go check that out. See you in a bit, guys.